It's a Supra! It's a Supra! It's a Supra! It's a Supra!
Hello and welcome to Forza Horizon 5, Let's Go. Before we go through the schedule, we know there's a lot going on in the world right now, so the team wanted to share a message with the community. The situation in Ukraine is deeply concerning, as are the ripple effects in the region and around the world. Our thoughts are with those in the region right now and for peace and for safety. Thank you so much for listening and keeping things positive in chat today. The show we've got coming up is packed full of great stuff. We've got amazing cars, more bug fixes, and Jamin has helped to overhaul the Rush Festival site. So let's take a look at the schedule. First, we're going to take a look at the standings as we head towards the end of the Horizon World Cup. We'll have a peek at the bug fixes squashed with this update. Then we'll be looking at Jamin's handiwork with the Horizon Rush takeover. Then it's the playlist, and PR stunt fans are eating good this month. Then we've got some new threads and car horns, some brand new props for Event Lab, and then we're going to look at all of those new PR stunts. And what's this? A special race? We'll find out what that means. Then we've got our Series 5 cars, and finally, told you it was a big show, we'll have some Q&A time. So throughout the stream, you can ask questions in chat by beginning your message with "Hey Tom," and we'll do our best to provide the A's to your Q's. We might even have a sneaky peek at what might be coming in Season 6, so stick around. But to introduce the lovely fellows next to me, Tom and Dave, hello. I hope you're both very well. Tom, we'll come to you first. Are you good, and what have you been up to recently?
I'm really good. Yeah. I've been up to playing a bit of Forza Horizon 5, playing a bit of Elden Ring.
Very good. I feel like that's going to be a repetitive theme here.
It probably is. Yeah. Been a good time with both.
Yeah, wonderful. Dave, what about you? What have you been up to?
Elden Ring. That is pretty much all I've been playing. I actually took a day off to play it on launch day.
I love when you get to do that.
Yeah, and it's like, this is great. I'm just playing Elden Ring all day. So that is basically been my weekend, and I literally have nothing else to update. It's just been Elden Ring.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
just
absolutely love it,
100% just that. Wonderful. Okay, well, with that in mind, let's dive into some stuff that's been going on in Horizon recently, as we are near the end of the World Cup, and Japan were early leaders, but that lead has slowly eroded away, with France and Italy making some massive gains. So Tom, Dave, how is this going to play out in the last few days of the World Cup?
Well, Japan, really early leaders, straight out in front, early doors. France and Italy making huge gains. It's going to be close. I don't know. I think Japan are going to hold on, but
I think they're going to hold on.
Yeah.
Dave, I know you're a fan of the UK. Me and you are connected in that respect. Do you think they're going to make a return?
I mean, knowing the numbers, it's going to be hard, but I think we could pull through.
Do it.
Yeah.
If everyone watching,
repping the Aston Martin. Come on, everyone.
Together.
Yeah.
We can make it happen. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll keep your eyes tuned. That's coming up. But first of all, we are going to look through some of the all-important bug fixes for Series 5. So Tom, back over to you. What have we got coming up on the menu?
Yeah, so the team's been really hard at work fixing bugs. Obviously, we had a ton in Series 4. We've got loads more in Series 5. I'm going to call out to some of the big hitters, which I know people have been waiting for fixes for. So there's a bug with photo mode where the time of day continues progressing. So we fixed that. It's really hard if you're like lining up a shot, especially our dedicated Forza photographers. there's a bug in Horizon Open that we fixed where it was actually, we introduced this bug in Series 2 and 3 where if you had a street race, the following race, the headlights wouldn't work, so when the time of day was dark.
What a fascinating bug to just happen.
Yeah, and it's a pretty rotten one when you're in a race and you can't see where you're going. So that's been fixed. We've also so early on Series 1 and 2 we had some problem with challenges. So what we've done is we've retroactively awarded all players the points from those challenges in Festival Playlist. So if you go to your series history, any of those bug challenges, you'll see gold and completed.
Oh, amazing.
If that means it takes you over a reward threshold or gets you to an achievement, then you'll also get awarded that as well. So I know that was another one that people were waiting for. And then this one's really for our livery creators. So in Livery Editor, we noticed it was a pretty tough workflow for people that like really complex liveries with loads of layers. So the layer numbers were like obfuscating the layer detail, and it was pretty rough. So we've reworked that, and so that's going to make that hopefully a lot better for our livery editors as well. And yeah, there's also loads more bug fixes coming in the update. So look out for those release notes when the update goes live tomorrow.
Wonderful. Some meaty ones there. Love it. Yeah. So moving on to the next thing in the schedule, we have a Horizon Rush takeover. And Dave, you're going to walk us through that. I'm very keen to see what this is about. So what exactly does that mean to begin with?
Very exciting. So the Horizon Rush takeover is basically setting the theme for this series. And it's a celebration of PR stunts. So Jamin obviously runs the Horizon Rush Outpost, and that is kind of going to be the centerpiece of this series. And we're going to see loads of different things changing in the world as you jump in. So you're going to see loads of world changes. There'll be evolving world things where
nice.
Brand new places to go and enjoy. We've got some new PR stunts that we're adding. We're adding 16
Those
new
are my
PR
favourite
stunts.
parts, by the way. Don't tell anyone else. Don't say anything to anyone else who works on the other pieces, but the PR stunts are the bit that I smashed out immediately.
Yeah, so we're adding 16 brand new PR stunts, and these are PR stunts that haven't been in the game at all. So brand new locations, and we'll talk about those later. Really exciting. We've got a really cool special event type, which we were teasing earlier, and we'll come to that later. And we've got some new cosmetics as well. So that's kind of all in the theme of celebrating Horizon Rush. So rather than me just talk about it, let's see what it looks like in game.
Let's actually have a look, yes.
So here we are at the Horizon Rush Outpost, and you can already see that we've completely revamped this outpost. It's really vibrant, and we're going for this kind of party theme.
Carnival.
Yes, exactly, to celebrate the PR stunts. So the art team have done an amazing job. There's loads of set dressing around. We've even got this new stage set up over here, which looks fantastic.
Do we have any names for the folks who've worked on these? I want to make sure everyone's heard, you know?
Yes, so shout out to Adam, Chris, Maya and Josh.
There you go, lads.
Thank you
work.
so much. And yeah, just check that out. And kind of really awesome party, vibrant colours that are kind of reminiscent of the things we see even behind us as well. So
you've also got the confetti on the floor as well.
Yes, we've got confetti in the floor.
Very important.
The party has been going for a very long time. It's environmentally friendly confetti.
It's biodegradable, yeah? Wonderful, perfect.
Always biodegradable.
Wonderful.
So yeah, and it's really exciting to have these world changes. It's the sort of thing we were talking about when we were thinking about how we wanted to change the world for Horizon 5. So every time you jump in, there's something new to experience. So I'll open the map, and you can kind of see, I mentioned that we had these new PR stunts, these icons here with the kind of evolving world colours here.
Oh, so they stand out separately.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So you can open the map and you can see exactly what the things we've added, and we'll go to those later. But what I'm really excited to show you, and we're going to head to the stadium, is that if you go there in the series, you'll notice that the stadium has had a massive makeover. And I'm actually going to change my car into one of the ones that we're adding in this series.
Eagle-eye viewers, spot them. We'll come back to them in a bit.
Yes, yeah, screen cap that.
You saw a little bit then. Don't worry, we'll go through them.
Yeah, so this is the Forza Edition Mini Cooper. Chris is going to be talking about this later in the stream, but it's an absolute rocket, and I love it.
You could see then that there was something a bit different.
We have created a massive stunt park.
That looks so good.
Yes, and this, so this is anyone who just drives up to the stadium, you'll have this huge stunt park.
So it's not, you don't have to load into anything, this just exists
It's just
in
there,
the world.
exactly.
Wow, okay.
And what's great about that is you'll be connecting with all the other players in Horizon Life as well. So
Like a battle royale in here.
exactly, it's going to be great. And this is a place where you can take some great photos, you can hoon around, make some great content. But we've also added new gameplay for this location as well. So if you were to go to the accolades page, we've actually
It's good timing
added...
then, wasn't it? That,
Yeah,
well, we didn't even plan for that. That was just really good timing.
So if I head over to the accolades, in the Evolving World section, we've got a whole host of accolades around here as well. And it's all revolving around doing cool stunts at the stunt park, getting barrel roll skills, doing the loops, doing drifts, and it's kind of, rather than just adding cosmetic changes, there's gameplay behind it as well, and to make it much more punchy and exciting. So yeah, I'm really excited to see people have a load of fun with this stunt park. It's going to be awesome. I know that people will be doing... go on, let's see if I can make this jump.
Oh, you've got to. You've
Got
lined
to.
it up.
Please, please, please. There you go.
There you go.
Am I going to make it? No, you didn't fully make it, but you're all going to have a lot of fun with that. So like I say, we've got new PR stunts as well, and a really special event type, and we'll come to that later in the stream.
Wonderful. Shall we have a look at the festival playlist then?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dive into that. So as you said, it's heavily skewed. We're going to be doing a lot of PR stunts, so
Yes.
I want to see what that means.
So the Horizon Rush takeover has taken over everything, including the festival playlist. It means takeover. It's in the name. But just to start out, series progress at 50%. You'll be getting the Forza Edition Mini Cooper, the one I've just been driving. Chris is going to be talking about that later. It's really, really fun. At 160 points, you'll get the Porsche 917 as well. So in the summer, 20 points, you'll be getting the Crossbow GT4. This is a car that's returning from Horizon 4. If you loved it in Horizon 4, you're going to love it in Horizon 5.
Fingers crossed.
And the Pagani Zonda as well. Yeah, so what we wanted to do, and what's really exciting about Festival Playlist, is we kind of want to swap out the type of gameplay that you're doing.
Sure.
So you're not just going through the motions of doing Seasonal Championship, trial,
then your playground games.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, so we're kind of swapping out the gameplay and putting more of a focus on PR stunts this time.
Okay.
So all of the new PR stunts that we've added, we've actually got gameplay around them as well. So this is sort of like a tour of all the new things that we've added. We had to get the Formula Drift Corvette there, the 720S Spider. It's golded out because we've completed it previously in run-through. But you'll see here, there is a new thing, seasonal special, the Horizon Parade. Yes. So this is our new event type, where you basically race in the parade float.
I don't want to say that we've seen this before, but because we have the thing golded out, I will say I watched you do this earlier, and it's the most absurd thing I've ever seen, and I loved every second. We're going to be walking through this, by the way, so yeah, don't feel like you have to wait yourself to do this. We're going to show you exactly how strange it is. It's brilliant.
So if you've driven the parade float in the expedition to set up Horizon Rush, I thought, this is great, I want to drive this more. Well, now is your time.
People never stop to think whether they should.
Whether they could. It is a great laugh, and we're really excited for you all to get your hands on that. The photo challenge, PRT time.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. You've lost me now.
PR, because it's PR.
Yeah, all right.
So again, take a picture of the beautiful stage that we've made. Moving on. So yeah, a brand new car, the Toyota 4Runner. I was driving that earlier, and the Ferrari FX XK. The 4Runner we'll be talking about later in the stream as well. We have some really cool cosmetics that I was talking about with the takeover. We have pinata outfits.
Right.
So we've kind of seeded different parts of the outfit throughout Festival Playlist. So if you complete the Escape event lab from Gorilla Jet, you will get a green pinata head cosmetic, and we will look at that later because it's very cool. And obviously more PR stunts here that will be taking you to all the things that we've added, including our treasure hunt as well. See the stars by taking your spider for a high jump, but beware of the river. we don't want to wash the spider out.
Oh my.
Big fan of that. Big
Yeah.
fan.
Honestly, it's like you lot have meetings where you plan all the names and then you just go for what could potentially be the worst one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's dreadful. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
how I always say the pun comes first, the gameplay comes second. It's like,
Absolutely.
we still haven't got that balance yet.
Yeah, that PR Tay one, I was literally in the meeting. We spent 10 minutes talking about that. That's like the second iteration.
PR time.
I have to say thank you for putting a Smashable in there. That means that
Yeah.
during the season I will get my 100% achievements on the game. Thank you, chat. I'm going to flex just briefly. So thank you for listening to my many emails about it.
And we have one in real life.
Yes, I was
One
tempted
day.
to do this one instead and ask for the achievement, but I don't think it would go down so well.
I think one day we'll see what's
Yeah, there's
inside.
already. I think there's already plans.
I like the idea that there's a third one of you two looking identical in here that we'll introduce into the stream.
Have
And
you
it's actually
noticed?
triplets.
Yeah, in fact, if we get a close up, look at that. Right, anyway, back to festival playlist.
I've lost you
Yeah,
too.
sorry, no, I'm running with this. Right, so winter, at 20 points, you'll get the Noble M600, another awesome car that is returning, and the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. Moving on. So again, another pinata outfit. This is a different kind of colour pinata outfit, so you get the different heads
Because
for
the previous one was green and this one's orange, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So you do both the Event Lab events, and you'll get those. It's Fateful Bliss presents Crazy Carts. So have a lot of fun with that one. And
Description kind of sounds like a threat.
please keep your hands on the wheel, eyes forward, and
warning.
foot on the gas. Yeah, it's definitely a warning. Again, loads of PR stunts that we're adding here. Some really cool cars. Yeah, and also we have some cosmetics. So we'll talk about this later. But you can kind of rep your favourite PR stunt. We're adding like T-shirts
okay.
with your different PR stunt.
Do you
icons
have a
on it.
favourite PR stunt?
Danger signs.
Very good. That
Just
is the answer. Isn't
Throw
it?
the car as far as you can. That is
What about you,
what I'm
Tommy? Any
about.
favourites?
I like Trailblazer, which
Oh, okay.
my main man Dave's came up with. So
Well,
is that what you
well.
didn't say, Trailblazer?
I was waiting for you to say it. Yeah.
He can't pick his own one.
Yeah, I can't pick my own one, but they are pretty good if you ask me. And yeah, taking a photo, hashtag Stunt Paradise, take a photo of any hoonigan at the stadium stunt park, a car that is perfect for the stadium. And here, so right, this
There's
is
the
our
full
new
set
collectible.
there as
This
well.
is the full set. So on the left-hand side, you can see the full outfit. What you need to smash is this kind of pinata car and dinosaur in the car collectible.
Yeah.
We're calling them dinosaur pinatas. If you smash all of those, you will get the outfit, not including the kind of the head. So
Sure.
make sure you do the
Just
event lab.
decapitated.
Exactly,
outfit,
and
yeah.
we'll show those later. But this is a fantastic car. We have the 2020 Nissan GTR Nismo. We've been playing around with this before the stream, and it's so fun. Chris is going to be talking about this in loads of details, so make sure you stick around for that. And at 40 points, we have the Honda Civic. So moving through, again, some more PR stunt t-shirts, and again, loads more PR stunts. We've got another treasure clue, and another photo challenge is to take a picture of the Mitsubishi at one of the new PR stunts we've added as well. So loads of new stuff, new events,
Yeah.
new PR stunts, new
Tons
cars,
of
new
stuff.
cosmetics.
Yeah.
It's going to be great fun.
Wonderful. Sounds great. So, I mean, we did talk through some of the clothing and stuff we have coming up. So, should we have a look at those items now, as the Horizon merch team has been printing some new outfits, so you can rep your favourite PR stunt. And if you haven't said in chat right now which your favourite is, absolutely flood the chat. I want to know. I need to see as many people represent Trailblazer as possible. So we have the genius in the room.
Thank you
but
very much, thank
let
you.
me know if you disagree. But I want to see more of this pinata outfit up close in full
Right.
glorious detail. Good
There
lord.
it is. There it is, in all its glory.
That is majestic. Oh, and it's got a little tail.
It's got a tail as well.
He like turned and modelled it then, didn't he?
So yeah, we have one of the pinata outfits here, and I think the other one is further down. Ooh, here as well.
Wow.
Haven't unlocked that one, but yes, there you see. So these awesome outfits, and then if you want to
The
do
hats, the heads, right?
Yes, that's the one. Let's take a look. There
it is.
There it is.
I love it so much.
It feels like it'd be dangerous to drive in.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, really, really reckless. Does it have a little space at the front for them to look out of, or you
I
just?
think the nostril.
Oh,
yeah,
I
there
see,
you go.
right.
Yeah, so it is safe. It is safe.
Got
It's
little eye
definitely
holes
the
at the
kind of
front.
thing you would make when you go to a festival, isn't it? It's like,
I think so. Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah, that's not lasting 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
No, absolutely not.
As soon as it starts raining.
Not safe for UK weather.
Yeah, so make sure you check out the festival playlist to get your hands on this, because this is awesome. And we've also got some T-shirts as well, so let's have a look at those.
And these are the ones you said to rep your favourite
Rep your
PR
favourite
stunt,
thing, yeah. So we kind of want people to rep their favourite PR stunt. Lots of branded T-shirts here, and they look very cool.
Lovely.
So yeah, lots of those. So check them out.
Brilliant. And we've also got some new car horns as well.
We do have some new car horns, yeah.
Should we see if we can sample some?
Yes, let's do that. So, I believe we have a Welcome Spring car horn.
There it
There
is.
it is.
There
There
it
it
is,
is.
there it is.
Top of the blues.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. It's like spring is in
Are
the
you
air.
for
The
it?
clouds are clearing.
Wow, the atmosphere in the
the
room
birds
just
are out.
changed. Winter is gone. We don't care for winter anymore.
I'm going to use that car horn when I'm like just tumbling down.
I like that one. Right, what have we got next?
What have we got next, Butch?
Confetti.
Confetti. Where is confetti? Let's have a look.
There it is.
Oh,
There it
we
is,
go.
confetti cannon.
Okay, confetti cannon. It's literally a confetti cannon.
Just a
Yeah.
confetti cannon.
Absolutely.
Which is
Yeah.
what it says on the.
That's what it
You
says
don't need
on
to
the-
overcomplicate it. It's just a confetti cannon. It's great.
Yes.
And then the parade one, right?
Yep.
Here we go. So you can sort of make your entrance in style with the parade
Good
car
vibes.
horn as well.
And there's another one. There's a legendary one as well. If we hop into, is it in the musical
musical
halls,
one,
I
yeah.
believe?
It's
This is
just-
right down the bottom of the page, everyone. So bear with us. We're vamping while we get to the bottom. And there it is. It's the Minecraft theme.
Yeah.
I hear it. I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah?
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any Minecraft fans, I'm sure my daughter would use that one, for example. She'd utterly love
Yeah,
that one.
it is.
So
It is definitely the Minecraft thing.
if you fancy bringing a little bit of Minecraft to Mexico, then there you go. That horn is in there for you.
There we go. So yeah, lots of cool things to get your car out, get your character out as well, have lots of fun.
Wonderful. Talking of fun, players have been creating some amazing stuff in Event Lab since launch. And great news, there are more props on the way. In fact, we're catching up a little bit with the props, are we not?
Yes, we are. So something we've been wanting to do from launch really is whenever we add new things to the world, that like collectibles and evolving world updates, we wanted to add those to Event Lab, but we've kind of had to get around to it now.
Yeah, it's happening now.
It's happening now. So we're adding a whole host of new collectibles and new smashables that you can add to Event Lab. So I will jump in now, and it might feel a bit slightly out of place adding some Christmas trees, but you might have remembered them from when we did the Christmas update.
If people think it's out of place, that's their problem.
Exactly. So we're kind of just trying to catch up with the things that we were adding. But there will be, whenever we add new things, they'll be going into.
So it's just
Event
going
Lab
to go
as well.
straight into Event Lab right away as soon as they come in the game from now on. Wonderful.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, so having a lot of fun with that. This is the sort of new smashable I was talking about earlier.
Yes, yeah.
You may notice
He doesn't
that.
have a name, does he? Or she?
What would
They.
you what would you call?
They need a
what would
name.
you call
yeah.
them?
Put in chat, maybe.
Put in
Yeah.
chat. Yeah.
I mean, go for it,
Yeah.
chat. If you think you've got a very good name for that, I'd love to hear it, because I wouldn't know where to begin. So.
There you go. So,
And maybe, I don't know, will you guys commit to the bit? If someone comes up with a good name, will it feature anywhere
would-
in game?
I'm going to go on record and say that we should have one of those. No, having seen how
Full size, just if we do a stream from
I'd like to
inside
strike
one of
that
those.
from the record.
There's someone in finance just going, oh, stop talking.
go and get
They
them.
look
Yeah,
great.
so- yeah.
Is that so? That's a dinosaur in there, is it? With a little, oh yes, I see
Yeah,
with
it's
the
kind of
helmet on. There
dinosaur.
he is.
Yeah,
He's adorable.
It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So you may recognise that from the parade float, and we thought how cool it looked when if it was a collectible as well. So yeah, so we're kind of retroactively adding a lot of previous content to Blueprint Builder, but we're going to continue to add new things to Blueprint Builder, and we are genuinely amazed at the things that people are making on Event Lab. Shout out to Vuku with the circuits you've been making. We are so excited to see what people make, and just giving people more props is just going to make it's just going to give them more things to play with, which is better for everyone. So.
Absolutely. I have had an update from chat. As much as we love the things they do in game, I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Apparently, they're not great at naming things, but seeing a lot of Gerald or Fred. Are we feeling a Gerald or Fred vibe here?
I'm loving Gerald.
Gerald, yeah.
All right, okay. Well, we'll mull over Gerald.
I think we've just signed that off.
Mike's not even here.
Mike's not here, so
what
I
happens?
think we can
This
just
is
say
our
it's fine.
stream now.
Sorry, Mike, if you're watching.
Coward.
Oh dear. So yeah, shout out to Gerald.
There we go. Thank you, Gerald. Welcome to the game. Talking of other new things, we've spoke about it a fair bit, so don't worry, chat. We're going to look at them now. We're going to look at these new PR stunts and a bit more of this parade float as well.
Right.
So let's jump in there. I believe, are we going to get... No. I'm reading ahead of myself. Ignore me. Please continue.
No worries. So I'll just switch on the seasonals. So yeah, like I say, the PR stunts will the new ones that we've added. You can see them here. Then
I love that, by the way. I'm a
the
big fan of
colours that stand out. So 16 new PR stunts. We've added 4 new trailblazers, 4 new danger signs, 4 new speed traps, and 4 new speed zones.
Lovely.
Some of them are going to be temporary, so some of them you will only see in this series, but some of them are also going to be permanent, so they will stick around for the remainder of the game as well. And that's, again, something that we've been talking about when we were working on sort of concepting Horizon, is doing evolving world updates that change things like the stunt park and dressing up the Horizon Rush outposts, but also adding new gameplay as well. So things like new PR stunts that have never been there before is just sort of tip of the iceberg of the things we love to do. So so let's go and check one out. I can't remember the one I was doing earlier.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to interrupt. Mike is in chat and has just co-signed Gerald.
Yes,
so
Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
your jobs are still here. Don't worry. We've not ruined it. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
We're driving the ship just fine without you, I think. Oh, look
What
at that. So that's
next?
one of the new things. Yeah, what should we do next?
So yeah, so these are this is a brand new danger sign that we've added. Again, following the same theming as the Horizon Rush Outpost, kind of party, vibrant colours, same colour palette. It's MOUSEPAD. It's
I love how it looks like Jamie's put it together as well.
Yeah.
Like, it
It's
just
got with a
doesn't look
hammer and
safe.
some nails.
Yeah, it does
on.
not-
This will do.
it doesn't look safe. We should try it out.
The only reason it's not hanging around is it literally will not last.
Yeah. Right, so let's try this out. So, yeah, like I say, 60 new PR stunts, and they are just available for everyone when you load up the game. So
Thanks to be getting
have
on
a lot
with
of fun
them.
with that. So let's take the mini for a bit. This, as I say, this is a bit of a rocket. This mini. So
And you're giving it loads of run up as well.
yeah, here we go.
He's backing himself.
I'm backing myself here. Don't mess this up on stream.
Go on.
Oh, we got it. And there we have it. There we have it.
Stunning.
Straight over the rock. There you go.
It's a precarious landing as well.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
That's a tricky one. You
Absolutely
smashed
nailed
that
it.
though.
So yeah, make sure you sort of open the map and find out all of these Evolving World PR stunts as well.
Wonderful.
So yeah, and I believe I have done a lot of driving, and you should do the parade float race.
I'm a big fan of that
Do you wanna
idea.
do that?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this next one we're going to look at,
Gerald.
it's
Ode
one
to
of the
Gerald.
expeditions we previously had, lets you get behind the wheel of the parade float, as we mentioned. But yeah, now we're going to move on to its own independent race itself, a seasonal event.
Here we go.
Stunning.
So
Oh, I love that icon as well. It's the dinosaur in the little helmet.
Yeah.
exactly. It's Gerald.
Semantics.
It's Gerald.
Gerald, but I've forgotten his name already. Good God, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Gerald.
I love how it just about fits on the main stage.
There she goes. Yeah.
And here we go. Yeah, so this is
Who was the brainchild behind this? Where did
You can answer
where
that one,
was
I
the
think.
root of this, and where did it stem from?
I mean, I was in the early meetings for this. I can't remember who originated, but it felt like it, much like the parade float, it continued to roll downhill and gather pace.
I love that you can
Oh,
take a
it's gonna be
photo
so
of it as
fun.
well, and it's just classified as part of your collection.
Oh yeah, of course, the Horizon promo.
Absolutely.
So here you are. You're racing against you're racing against 11 other parade floats
in
Horizon
historical
fashion.
grounds as well.
In
nonetheless.
Horizon fashion. So yeah, it's really fun to play, and I think a lot of people have great fun playing with their friends as well.
They're just so big.
It feels like the world has shrunk down.
It really does. I love that it's a cross-country sort of vibe as well.
No.
Yeah, you got this.
Kind
you
of
got
feel
this.
like I would have probably just flattened that house. Great drafting.
Yeah,
Very
you got
good.
this.
And then cut them on the inside corner. Very good. That's my tactic.
Have
Love
that, William.
It does feel very Jamin though, doesn't it? Like this is like no one said no to Jamin
Yeah.
at this point.
And
Yeah.
here we are.
And here we are.
But you would go watch this if you existed
Oh, yeah.
inside this world. This would be the event,
This would be-
absolutely, of the season.
I would have like the best seats for this as well. I'd be right there. I would love this.
What's it like to drive, Tom?
A little heavy.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Our car handling designer's just off screen here.
Wincing.
Yeah.
Like butter.
Oh, yeah. The water's proving difficult.
You got this.
Yeah, way out front now. Look at that.
It's a literal parade.
It's like a
behind.
train.
It's a parade, Dave.
It is a parade, yeah. Yeah.
Got a little
Oh,
Getting the
you
back
have
end
made
out
this
as
look
well.
easy. Look at that little drift
Drifting
around there.
in the parade float.
Such a good track.
Here you go.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we
Can
go.
Oh, no.
you move the camera back as well? Let's see all the others.
Sorry, I just jammed the horn on.
There they go.
And there you go, the set dressing as well.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gosh, and there it goes.
Professionally done. Loved that. That was so good. By the way, before we move on to the next section, chat, we do a Q&A at the end of the stream, so if you weren't here at the beginning, just a reminder, if you do have a question you want to have answered, make sure you ask it in chat, and the message has to begin with, "Hey Tom," and we'll answer a few of them at the end. So yeah, reflection on that. What's that like to put that out in the world? I hope it's a sign of more
Seeing is believing.
goofy things to come. I won't lie, because that is
They
brilliant.
said it couldn't be done, and here we are.
Oh, take a screenshot of that. That's gorgeous. That's nice. I love that colour. Right, okay. So talking of cars, we spoke about them a few times throughout. I think it's time that we get Chris in here. So Tom, thank you so much for showing us how to race a
you for
parade
having
float. You are excused. Thanks again for joining us. In you get, Chris. So we're going to have a look under the bonnets of some of the new cars that we've looked at throughout the playlist. But first of all, you all right, Chris? Have you also been playing Elden Ring or anything else?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there you go.
I've gone back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla recently.
Interesting. Any particular reason?
Still want 100% it, but it's really
you
difficult because
close?
how
Are you
big it
nearly
is.
there?
No, nowhere near.
I just need to go back and keep going.
Yeah, it's a long
Away.
slog.
Wonderful. Okay, let's look at some stuff you have mastered then. So these new cars, take us through them.
Absolutely. So, should we start with the car pass cars? Just did not mean to do that.
You didn't see anything
It's
then?
muscle memory.
Raise that
You
from
saw
your
nothing.
memory.
So let's start with the week one's car pass car, which is the Ford Mustang SVO 1986. So this car's really cool. So with the new generation Mustang that just came out, there's a big thing that Ford are offering it with a 2.3 litre EcoBoost engine.
Okay.
Ford had actually done that before with this car. So this was mid-80s, coming off the back of the oil crisis, and they decided for their hot Mustang they were going to go with the inline-four 2.3 litre turbo engine instead, which is really different, but it's made it quite a cult icon. Only 10,000 of these were made as well. They weren't
right.
too popular back when they came out, but because of that, they've now got popularity because
Sure.
people love stuff that there isn't many of.
Could we fast travel to like a city or something like that so we could
Yeah,
see
get
it
a
all
bit of date,
Is that the
yeah.
time?
smashed in
It's-
lights?
it's not
It looks like a
helping us here, is it?
Batmobile at the
Yeah.
Not in
moment
your
to
favour.
me.
Just imagine what it looks like.
Yeah, here we go. We'll have a look over here. That's a bit better. It's a bit moody.
Yeah, so it's,
it's still nighttime.
it's a black car at night.
There you go.
It's,
Stick it underneath one of these lights. There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Chat knows what this car looks like. I'm not concerned.
Yeah, so should we move on to a car that isn't black?
Yes, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So, and again, it's muscle memory. It really is for me. So.
And this is
so
also from the
favourites,
first week. You can get this one as well. Or is this a different one? When can we get this next car?
This next one's the second week of Car Pass.
Cool,
So we're driving around in the Forerunner earlier. That's one of the reward cars. So in Car Pass, we also have the Tundra. So both are TRDs, which is Toyota Racing Development. And they're both kind of pitched in around the Ford Raptor kind of market space. So they're all like hot for off-roading versions of the trucks. I really love these things because I'm a bit of a suspension geek, and all the TRD trucks come with internal bypass dampers, which doesn't mean much to many people, but it's really a thing that was, go back 5 years, only really found in racing, kind of off-road racing, and now it's coming into the kind of OEM market.
Okay.
Internal bypass dampers are just a really good way of controlling how the wheel moves over bumps. So the advantage of as off-road, these things are incredible. And the Tundra, it's the full-size pickup, so it's perfect for if you need to haul stuff around off-road at very large speed.
That is a big one.
Yeah, and from memory, I think it's 5.7 litre V8, 400-ish horsepower. So yeah, it's big, but it's very quick.
I feel like you might have to drive towards the sunrise. Oh, there we go. We can see it there.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
It's a little flash, just a secret look at it.
So,
Of all the times of day to
I
be
know,
shown
it's
off
like,
in cars.
It's a very elusive time of day. You just don't, mystery car.
So which one we're going to look at next?
so next up, we also saw the Noble M600 in Festival Playlist earlier.
Yep.
So we also have the Noble M400. Let's jump in that. So this was the car that came before the M600. Normally called the M12, the M400's the track version of it. And this was, Noble's kind of first real foray into making road cars. Try and get it in some light there. There we go.
There it is.
So yeah, I love these things. Partly because they use a Ford Mondeo V6 with twin turbos, making I think 450 horsepower, combined with the fact these things are light. I think this is 1,060 kilos, which is, by modern day standards, incredibly light for a car. And then with a load of aerodynamic work done to it as well, it has a lot of downforce. And yeah,
How that goes, isn't it? That's
It
so
really
cool.
does.
yeah, this thing's really quite quick.
You're sort of letting it loose.
Yeah.
Let's give a minute just to listen to it as well. I remember that being one of the most fascinating things for me when we were building up to actually before Horizon came out, and we spoke so much about the audio and capturing all the sound of all the engines.
Yeah, Fraser and the team, they
That's
really
it.
went all out on capturing the cars, and there's so much detail. There's so many sounds going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And it all kind of builds to make this a really authentic experience.
Yeah, with the fact we're recording so many cars for putting in game, I get to play a fun game of guess the car when it's put onto the car, because we do strive to match it as closely as possible with the real car. But yeah, I like guessing cars from their sound. So moving on, another great sounding car. So this is the other car we have in Car Pass. Hopefully this one stands out a little bit because it's bright yellow. So this
I found that yellow does tend to stand out.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
And it does.
There you go.
So this
No
is
problems.
the Ferrari 488 Challenge. So the Challenge part denotes it's part of Ferrari's client racing series. So for years, Ferrari have been running the Challenge series on their mid-engined sports cars. I think possibly going back to the 355, I want to say. It very much is a road car that's being built into a race car. And that's great for people trying to get into racing because it's very approachable. So it maintains a lot of the assists the road car has, but obviously has things like a huge wing and a few aerodynamic improvements and things like that. So yeah, it's a really approachable race car that's really quite quick.
Yeah, it's quite speedy, isn't it?
Especially driving around Guanajuato as well, which is tight corners and
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of narrow roads.
lots of things to smash
Very
into.
brave.
Yeah.
Very, very brave, but it is becoming lighter now, so.
I'll
It's
go
that
back to the
gorgeous
street
sunrise,
lights.
aren't we?
So yep, they're the four
There you
car pass cars this month.
Mhm.
I think a really nice selection personally. Really excited about the M400
Yep.
coming. So moving on, let's leave the Nissan.
This
for a
person in this
while.
car's just come to have a little look.
Oh, they've stopped, yeah, they're like.
They take a
They're
picture.
just
Oh,
checking
that's
out the
nice.
car, yeah, they're like, get a picture, get a picture.
Shall we have a look at the little Mini you were driving around in
Yes.
earlier?
Yeah, go on,
Yes,
let's
I
go
think
back to
people
it.
will be really excited for that.
Honestly, it's so fun to drive this one.
So I'm really pleased with this one. So those that have been with the franchise for a while might know we had a Forza Edition Mini in Forza Horizon 3.
We did?
This one's a bit different though. So in Forza Horizon 3, that Mini was a bit of a rally car. This time we wanted to do a bit of a nod towards a bit of a movement going on in the old car scene at the minute, which is resto mods, taking an old car, restoring it, but doing a modern twist to
Okay.
it. In this case, this car's electric. The Mini is perfectly placed for it. It's small, it's light. Throw a couple of motors in there, make it all-wheel drive, and yeah, that's exactly what we've done to this one. It's kind of, I think the bucket for this one's super hot hatch. It's definitely super hot hatch performance. Its low speed acceleration is absolutely nuts if we just launch it.
Yeah, you're off. You're off. It's great to throw around the stunt park as well.
Yeah.
That we've added and the stadium.
Yeah, it's great for like gymkhana-y things.
Yeah.
Like, getting skills with this thing's great.
There you go.
Really fun
It's a
little car.
gorgeous corner. I know you're supposed to be good at this, but I just want you to know that that was very nice. In case you don't hear that enough.
That was a good.
Oh,
that was-
stop it
that
now.
was a good. Go on, go on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just do a stunt stream with just you going around corners really nicely. I'd watch it.
So yeah, great little car, this one. And this also is us starting to add Forza Edition cars in live, which I don't think we did on Sunrise. FH4, sorry. Brain not working.
So what have we
Yeah,
got
sure.
next then?
So should we have a look at the GTR next?
Let's do it.
Yes. Do
I
it.
think this is the car people are probably going to be most
This is
excited
the one.
for.
This is the one.
You're so excited.
I'm so,
about
honestly,
this one,
it's so
aren't
cool.
you?
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
Do you have a particular fondness in real life for it? Have you ever met one before?
GTR is my favourite car by far. Yeah, I just love it.
It's another black car, but luckily the sun's coming out. Yeah, the GTR is also a really good example of a car that they've been around for a while now, I think about 10 years. But Nissan's just been constantly improving them since they first came out. So when it came out, it was a revolutionary car, and it's still really up there with modern day supercars. And the Nismos are like the top of the GTR classes. And it's all about minor improvements, but lots of them. So some of the facts I love on this, to bring the weight down, the roof is now carbon fibre, saved
Okay.
4 kilos. The bumpers are carbon fibre, saved 2.5 kilos. They changed the brake discs from metal to carbon ceramic. That saved 16.3 kilos.
Blimey, point
Wow.
3.
Yeah, 0.3, got to get the 0.3 in there. So it's all about little incremental improvements. The aero package has also been revised. Things like you can see these vents in the front wheel arches. There to aid heat extraction from the engine bay. Its downforce has also increased over the previous Nismo, but the drag has not increased. And that's a really, really hard thing to do, to increase downforce without increasing drag. So it's really about those tiny improvements, making a big difference overall with it. And it drives brilliantly.
It looks really
again.
good to drive.
This thing really hauls.
Yeah.
You're right there, Dave.
I love the red. This the red trim that kind of goes around.
Yeah,
It just
It's
looks so good.
got it on the front as well.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
vents.
The quad exhausts.
I love the lights on it as well. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, everything about it is just. It's just the cool one.
It's
It's the
really
cool
is,
one.
Yeah, it really is.
From this update, this is the cool
This is the
car.
cool one.
Yeah.
Have a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah. It's also incredibly quick around track. Yeah, good for hot lapping. And as I snack it, we jump to the auto show with it. It's also got a really cool body kit as well.
Oh, okay.
So if it
So
didn't
do
look
these
cool
deep
enough
dives.
already,
Yeah.
We also have
Come to the right place. Let me show you around. If you want to change out your entire engine, we do that
this
here.
charge speed wide body kit.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Look at that.
And also a couple of wing options as
If you want to
well.
change your aerodynamics, it's all here.
Throw a carbon fiber hood on it, and then yeah, nice little spoiler. Really clean look to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Really
Do
nice.
you want to continue working, or shall we get these
For
installed?
wheel drive.
I need to do more of that, just going in and editing my cars. I always pick a livery whenever I get a brand new car, and I normally go for something zany.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
I will go through the ones that are given to me and just find the wildest one someone's made, and I'm like, yes, absolutely, that's the one. Someone, shout out to DJ Tranis if they're watching. They did a livery for the Trailcat, which is my favourite car. Still, even from 4, it's my favourite.
Yeah.
And it's got my 2 cats on it. And
Really?
so, yeah, I love...
As in your cat?
As in my 2
Wow.
cats, yeah. Raven and Handsome Jack are on my car.
That is amazing.
It's incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah, my personality is fully formed by all like the weird sort of like anime liveries that you get. So I need to go in and do more of the body kits and the modifications like that and see how that changes the liveries.
I've seen a livery on the kind of standard GTR where it was I think it was SpongeBob, but the eyes were
yes,
like SpongeBob and Patrick, but the eyes were the brake lights. So like they had these like glowing red eyes. It's like this is really weirdly cool.
And they'd just be
but
staring at you the whole
I'm like,
time as well.
Every time you're playing, they're just like staring deep into your soul. That's a great.
That's
great
too
livery.
creative at that point, I think.
Oh, look at that go. This is really going.
Yeah, this thing really is a very good car.
I don't know if you go past any, but something else to call out as well is that all of the PR stunts, even if they're not the new ones we've added, they've got a bit of a makeover as well. So
Oh,
they've
cool.
all kind of branded and themed. So the flags are different. The speed trap has got some confetti and kind of dressing on that as well. So you'll notice that as you're driving around, which is cool.
Beautiful. Tons of more pictures to go take then. 'cause
Exactly,
You've got these new elements in the
exactly.
background. Wonderful. So is that all the cars we've got to go through then? The smorgasbord that folks have got coming up?
Yeah, I think we've shown all of them now, yeah.
Wonderful. Sounds good. Are we ready to do some Q&A? Tom's been feverishly going through the chat, I've been told. And we're all good. Okay, right. So, starting off, here we go. This is my favourite part. This is always so unpredictable. Turbo Insurance 12 says, hey, Tom, Horizon open filters? Yes. No. The racing community is deeply asking for it, and we just want to not have to constantly search for the right type of lobby.
All we can say is
Yeah.
stay tuned for Series 6.
Ah,
Wink,
okay.
wink.
Which is going to be in about a month's time. More information, please come back. Insurance, thank you. Next question is from Lexus LFA 420, who says, hey Tom, will there be more convertibles in the games, and will you fix the Honda S2000 and the Mazda Miata? I probably said both those names wrong. I'm very sorry.
No, you got them right.
Smashed it. Let's go.
Yes, we do
Oh,
plan on
reaction from me.
updating convertibles in the future.
Uh-huh. Wonderful. Okay, so that's just a resounding yes. So there you go. Next question is from Unknown Urabi, or Urabe, again, sorry. Says, hey Tom, when is the Forza and Elden Ring collab gonna drop?
It says here, don't tempt me.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it says.
Don't tempt me. Who knows? Maybe it's if Mike's maybe tuned away from this bit. Who else knows what we can get across the line? Next question comes from Mikey Make It Boo, who says, "Hey Tom, what are your guys' favourite car in the Forza franchise?"
My favourite is the Ferrari F40 Competizione.
Ooh, okay.
It's my favourite car.
Any
so-
particular reason?
Yeah,
Just something special about
favourite
it?
car.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the F40. The Competizione version is like aesthetically, for me, the best car ever. So yeah, that's my. It also drives really well. Like loads of turbo lag. It's exciting to drive.
I think we know what yours is, Dave. Unless you want to give us another one.
Well, so obviously I said that I love Nissan GTR, but having sat in a PLP50,
it's experience.
I'm going to be harking back to this forever. It was like the best thing ever, so it's got to be the PLP50 because you can like completely soup it up and just turn it into a mini rocket that is slightly uncontrollable, but just goes so fast.
Slightly uncontrollable.
Yeah, it's great. So I always love playing Super 7 challenges where people have just put like a ludicrous engine in the PLP50, and that kind of sums up where my headspace is at, to be honest. So yeah, the PLP50.
Wonderful. Big fan. Okay, next question comes from Horizon right, I knew this was going to be difficult. Horizon Tography. Horizon Tography. Horizon, that's what I was trying to do. Horizon I can't do it. Anyway, they say, hey Tom, moving on. When will the photo mode be fixed? Because the time progressing whilst in photo mode, which shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, and it's been fixed in this update. So that's something we talked about earlier, but yeah, we fixed that now.
Are you Tom here? We spoke about similarities. Are we
I thought it was Tom.
I know. I'm just double checking. I am talking to the Tom. Okay. All right. We'll just. Next question comes from ARob95. It says, "Hey Tom, can we get a large asphalt surface for event labs? Would be great for playground games, custom maps. Thanks."
That is a great shout. Yeah, so we're going to be continuing to add event lab props as we go forward into the series, and we'll definitely bear that in mind. Yeah.
Wonderful, big fan. Get your ideas out there. The next question comes from VRLX, who says, "Hey Tom, when will you add an anti-cheat and clear all the leaderboards so there isn't any cheaters?"
Yeah, so this is something we're fully aware of, and we know that having a leaderboard full of cheaters is not fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not an easy fix, but we're really committed to improving this experience for players, and we want to improve the leaderboards for players. We're aware of it and we're working on it.
Wonderful. Sounds good. Can't wait to hear some more. Next one comes from Prime Gaming Ergo Me Smart. Sorry, these names get me. It says, "Hey Tom, any more rules for event labs?"
Yes, there are. Yeah, more coming soon. So event lab rules of play, you get to go, you kind of go get that step further of being more creative.
Yeah.
And the more rules we can create, the better the events you'll be able to make. So 100%.
So watch this space.
Watch this space.
Okay,
yeah.
wonderful. Well, unfortunately, whilst those are some very, very good questions, that is all we have time for today. The Horizon Rush Takeover starts this Thursday, so get your PR stunts, tunes, and your favourite cars ready for that. Shall we say adios all together, as always, yeah?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Adios.
Adios.